Hey everybody, I'm Taylor Jefferson. I'm the principal broker and owner of Jefferson Grove Real Estate here in Richmond, Virginia. And if you're a dentist, a pharmacist, or a veterinarian looking to buy a home, this video is for you. In it, I go over the Medical Professionals Loan Program at Fulton Bank, which is a special mortgage program just for certain medical professionals. One of the benefits to this program is it does not require a down payment, meaning you can do 100% financing. So be sure to stay tuned to the end of this video and I'll tell you about one of our incentives where we offer up to $1,500 in closing cost assistance for other healthcare professionals. And I'm also going to go over an actual loan estimate worksheet for an average price home here in Richmond, Virginia, so that you can see the closing cost, the amount out of pocket, and your monthly payment. If you haven't done so already, please subscribe to our YouTube channel. Every week we're putting out new content related to Richmond real estate, the home buying process, the home selling process, as well as some personal finance tips. So we'd really appreciate it if you stay connected with us by hitting that subscribe button. So there are a couple of other lenders that do these medical professional loan programs. However, most are focused specifically around physicians, around doctors. So what makes Fulton Bank so special is that they include pharmacists, veterinarians, and dentists into the mix. As a former pharmacist, I can attest to the fact that finding a mortgage program that includes that occupation, it's really rare and very tough to find. So it's nice to have a local option here in Richmond that offers that. Let's go over some of the specifics and benefits to this loan program. So number one, as mentioned, it's 100% financing, meaning you don't have to have a down payment. This is great, especially if you're maybe a newer grad, you don't have a ton of money saved, but you know you want to buy a home sooner than later. This also means that the money you'd normally put into a down payment can be freed up for other things, such as paying down student loans. Or maybe it's a competitive market and you've got to sweeten your offer. Maybe you have to waive certain items on the inspection or waive parts of the appraisal. Having that extra cash that would normally go towards a down payment available for you to use elsewhere can strengthen your offer. Maybe it's a bit of a fixer-upper and you need the cash on hand. This is a great option for you. Now, the second benefit to this loan program is there's no monthly PMI charge to you. PMI stands for private mortgage insurance, and it's typically charged to the purchaser when you put less than 20% down. PMI protects the lender, not you, in the event of foreclosure. So a nice benefit of this loan is you're putting 0% down, yet you do not have to worry about having PMI. So that lowers your monthly payment by avoiding that cost. The third benefit to this loan is that it allows seller-paid closing costs up to 6% of the purchase price. So it's very possible you could get your entire closing cost paid for on your behalf by the seller. Most conventional loans only allow 3% of the purchase price. That's great. Now, you should speak to your agent about current market conditions. It might be unrealistic to ask for closing costs if it's a seller's market. So be sure to talk to your agent about that and how much is realistic to expect. The fourth benefit to this loan program is that deferred student loans might not count against you on your debt to income ratio. It's really nice because many other lenders, even if you're not paying on the loans and they've been deferred for a while, will still take the total student loan amount you have and say 1% of that is the estimated monthly payment. So if you have $200,000 in student loan debt, they're going to say, well, your monthly payment is estimated to be $2,000 per month, and they'll count that against you in your debt to income ratio. So you will not qualify for as much house as you might actually be able to afford. So those are the major benefits to this loan program. However, there is one con. You will take a slightly higher interest rate when you compare it to a standard conventional loan with a down payment. That being said, in today's low interest rate environment, a slightly higher rate is still a phenomenal rate that's actually really low. And for all the reasons mentioned before, it might make more sense to do this particular loan program instead of the standard conventional loan. That being said, let's go over an actual loan estimate so that you could see what your loan might look like here in Richmond, Virginia. Now, this particular loan estimate worksheet is for an average price home of about $329,000 here in Richmond, Virginia. If you look at the worksheet, the left side of this is all the estimated closing costs. They grouped the lender and the title and recording fees all together. And then on the right, they did the estimated prepaids and escrow. Now, if you're curious what closing costs are, be sure to watch our video, What Are Closing Costs? And it'll explain all three of those groups. Also on this estimate is on the right side, the estimated monthly mortgage payment, which on this house would be $1,755. And at the very bottom, it's your cash to close, which your cash to close is your down payment plus your closing costs. And since this is 100% financed, meaning no down payment, it's strictly your closing costs. Now, as mentioned at the beginning of the video, I said stay tuned to the end and I'll tell you how to save up to $1,500 in closing costs. At Jefferson Grove, we specialize in working with other healthcare professionals because we come from the same background. Like I mentioned, I'm a former pharmacist. So as a thank you to other healthcare workers, when you hire us as your buyer's agent and you buy a home, we'll pay up to $1,500 in closing costs on your behalf. So in this example, you could actually buy that house for only $6,500 out of pocket. And that's pretty incredible. So please share this video with your family, friends, coworkers, anybody that you know who's also a healthcare professional. We'd love to work with you. If you have any questions about this loan, the Richmond real estate market, or our healthcare worker incentive, you can reach out to me at 804-357-8490 or taylor@jeffersongroverva.com. If you haven't done so, please subscribe to our YouTube channel. We've got tons of great videos all about Richmond real estate, the home buying and selling processes, and personal finance. Thank you so much for being here. I appreciate you taking the time to watch the video. I'll see you next go round.